Good morning. I'm here again, day 4, and I want to talk today quickly because I don't have a lot of time this morning, and I didn't yesterday either. I remember saying that out loud, but yeah, so I'm going to do my best to keep this at 10 minutes. But I wanted to talk today about a very important aspect of radical self-love, and that is having your own back. Having your own back. How do we do that? And so, if you feel like that would be helpful for you, if that inner voice within is often feeling harsh and judgmental and critical, if you sense that you don't even have your own back either in your relationships, that maybe you feel stepped on or taken advantage of, or you're always the person who sort of like keeps quiet because you don't want to upset anyone else, or maybe you take so much responsibility for things that go wrong and you're not seeing the whole picture. These are all examples of ways that we don't have our own backs, and so let's talk about how we do that, shall we? So we'll take a deep breath in through the nose before we settle in. Just a second, let me see if I can. Okay. I think hopefully I'll be able to see comments now. All right, I digressed a little bit. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And again, deep breath in. And let it go. Last one like that, breathing in. Sigh it out. Good. Hi, Renee. Welcome. As you guys pop on, if you could just say hi. I'm going to see. I think I know I can see the comments today, but I'm not quite sure until I start seeing them. Hi, Denise. Welcome. And so dropping your awareness down into your belly. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. So feeling into the bowl of your pelvis. And as I speak these words, sense that you can listen from that place, just meaning that you're aware of your belly as you're listening to me, so you're not just up in your head, but you're actually receiving the information through your body. And that might sound weird, but just give it a shot. When we listen from our bellies, we're less likely to get caught in judgments, because judgments happen up here. And literally the awareness, when it settles down here, you're settling into your true center. You're actually settling into your, quote unquote, highest self. That's the seat of your highest self. So that's why I often invite you into that. All right, so today let's practice together. What I talk about in my classes and with my clients is the way that we speak to ourselves. We're going to talk about the inner tone with which you use to talk to yourself. And part of radical self-love and having your own back, the way that we can really start to feel a sense of care and compassion for ourselves, is by simply changing our inner tone. Okay, and tone says a lot, right? Like I have my hand on my hip, and if I tell you something like this, it has a much different effect than if I tell you something like this. Same words, but the tone is different. And so we're often talking to ourselves like this, like, what's your like, why are you still doing that thing? You're so stupid. You're so fat. What's wrong with you? You'll never change. No wonder they're mad at you. You're not lovable. You're not likable. Our inner judge and critic can really do a number on how we feel about ourselves. And so the way that we can begin to both get more tuned in to our inner critic and when it's operating so that we can disrupt it, invoking a kind and friendly inner tone actually moves our awareness out of what's wrong and into more of a open, spacious, kind, loving kind of place. And so you might even sense right now how it would be if you could just check it out right now. How would you be viewed in this moment through the eyes of unconditional love? What part of you in this moment is possibly frightened or worried or struggling or challenged? And then can you just put your hand on your heart and sense what it is that one within you, that more tender, vulnerable one within you is needing to hear? You know, it might be everything's going to be okay. It might be, oh, hun, don't worry about that. You know, it might be, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. And so as you just kind of dive into offering that to yourself, notice if there's any resistance that comes up to that, with that. And any resistance that we have towards bringing kindness and friendliness to ourselves is to be doubted and questioned. Byron Katie says, you know, any thought that causes us stress is indicative of a lie, and we should question it. And what I'm saying is any feeling or voice within that causes us to contract or feel fearful is to be questioned. We don't have to shut it down, but you need to get aware of it so that you can say no, so that you can declare your lion's roar like we talked about a few days ago. And so it's up to you to choose a kind and friendly inner tone. And it may feel weird and awkward. Do it anyway. You deserve it. You deserve it. So again, invoking that willingness. And then today, together, collectively, you might put your hand on your heart. Just in this moment as you look at your day ahead. And see yourself sort of going through your day. And then as you see yourself going through your day, send yourself some kindness, some friendliness, some goodwill. And then as you're doing that, hold within you the possibility that something good could happen. You know, many of us, when we're down on ourselves, we're caught in stories of a fearful future. We're caught in dread. And we don't look at our day with happy anticipation. We look at our day with dread and fear. And if I were to peel back underneath that to find the story that you're believing, and that we all believe, I think at some point, it would be something bad is going to happen. You know? And then we can look at that and say, well, that may not be true. Actually, I don't really know what's going to happen. My mind wants to anticipate what's going to happen, but, you know, something good could happen. And if you're kind and friendly with yourself, then it's, even those things that you perceive to be challenging, they're not so scary because you've got some support and you sense that. Louise Hay suggests that, you know, for ourselves, you know, as we're you know, the late Louise Hay, she would say, you know, if something frightening happens or challenging happens and you get like riled up or you get triggered, go to the mirror, put your hand on your heart. Well, I think I added the hand on their heart part. Go to your mirror, put your hand on your heart, and look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you anyway. You know, someone gets mad at you, I love you anyway. Someone puts you down, I love you anyway. Someone disappoints you, I love you anyway. Someone blames you, I love you anyway. You think you did a shitty job, I love you anyway. It's so powerful. There was a time in my life when it was really hard, and it was, you know, just, you know, several years back, and this became a regular practice of mine when I felt you know, when I was feeling triggered, I would put my hand on my heart and just, I love you anyway, you know? And so practice that today. I hope this served you. I'm going to 14 minutes, so a little less than 14 minutes, a little better, not quite 10, but I'm getting there. I hope this served you today. Please like or comment, leave a question below if you have one, and I'll be checking the thread today, and I'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock and PST, and just sending you so much love and many blessings. Thanks for being with me this morning. Trust that kind and loving inner tone. Love you.